His ex-wife sent me a text at 2 a.m. saying I was trying to replace her as the kid's mother. I stared at my phone in the dark, Adam asleep beside me. 3 paragraphs of pure venom. How dare I pick Sabrina up from soccer practice? How dare I help Milo with his homework? How dare I exist in their lives at all? You're just some woman who thinks she can waltz in and play mommy to my children. I'd been with Adam for 2 years. My own kids were 23 and 25, living their own lives. I wasn't trying to replace anyone. I just loved a man who happened to have a 10-year-old and a 13-year-old who stayed with us every other week. The text ended with a threat. If you don't back off, they won't be coming over anymore. I'll tell the judge you're inappropriate. Tears of rage stung my eyes. There was nothing inappropriate. I helped with homework. I made them breakfast. I asked about their day. Normal stuff. But that word, inappropriate, could mean anything to a family court judge who didn't know me. I couldn't tell Adam. Not yet. He was already stressed about the custody arrangement. His ex had been difficult since the divorce 3 years ago, always finding new ways to make him miserable. She'd never moved on, never dated anyone else. She just wanted him to be as unhappy as she was. If I told him about this text, he'd confront her. She'd escalate. The kids would suffer, so I kept quiet. The next week, she didn't bring the kids for the exchange. Adam called her 12 times. She finally answered and said, "I don't think it's healthy for them to be around your girlfriend right now." "What are you talking about?" Adam's face went red. "She's too involved. It's confusing for them. They love her. She's good to them. Well, I'm their mother, and I've decided they need space from this situation." He hung up and immediately called his lawyer. I sat on the couch, guilt eating me alive. I should have told him about the text. 2 days later, she filed a motion to modify custody. Her filing claimed I was overly familiar with the children and attempting to usurp the mother's role. Adam's lawyer needed examples, evidence. Anything she'd said or done to show this was baseless. That's when I had to show him the text. He read it 3 times. His jaw clenched tighter each time. "How long have you been dealing with this?" "Just that one text. I didn't want to stress you out." "She's been harassing you, and you didn't tell me?" "I thought I could handle it. This isn't your burden to handle alone." But it felt like it was. I wasn't the kid's parent. I wasn't their stepmother legally. I was just the woman dating their dad, and she was using that against all of us. The week before the hearing, she sent another text, this time to Adam. "If she's at the hearing, I'm requesting supervised visitation only." She was cornering us. Either I disappeared from their lives, or Adam lost time with his kids. I told Adam I wouldn't go to the hearing. He refused. "You're part of this family. You're coming." The courtroom was smaller than I expected. The judge was a woman in her 50s who looked tired. Adam's ex testified first. She cried. She talked about how her children came home confused, calling me by my first name instead of maintaining appropriate boundaries. She said Sabrina had called me mom once by accident, and it had broken her heart. The judge asked her, "Has there been any inappropriate behavior? Anything that puts the children at risk?" "It's emotionally inappropriate. They're bonding with her instead of me." "That's not what I asked." Adam's lawyer presented the texts, all of them. Not just the ones to me, but months of messages to Adam. Threats, manipulation, demands that he stay single or lose access to his kids. Then Adam testified. He explained that I had my own grown children, that I understood boundaries, that I never tried to replace anyone. I just cared about 2 kids who deserved to feel loved in both homes. Finally, the judge asked to speak to the kids privately. We waited 45 minutes. My heart was pounding in my chest the entire time. When the judge came back, her expression had changed. "I've reviewed the evidence and spoken with both children. There is no basis for modifying custody. The children report feeling safe, loved, and happy in both homes. Ms. Thompson, your concern about your children's relationship with their father's partner appears to stem from personal grievance rather than the children's well-being." She looked directly at Adam's ex. "Using custody as a weapon to control your former spouse's personal life is unacceptable. If you file another baseless motion, I'll consider sanctions. Do you understand?" Adam's ex said nothing. "Do you understand?" "Yes." "Good. Custody remains as is. This hearing is concluded." Adam squeezed my hand as we left. His ex walked out ahead of us and wouldn't look at either of us. That night, Sabrina and Milo came for dinner. Everything felt so much better. They hugged me when they arrived, normal as ever, and I realized I'd been holding my breath for weeks. The kids still visit every other week. Their mom is civil now at exchanges. I'm still just me, not trying to be their mother, just someone who loves them because I love their dad, and that's enough.